What's the point of stacking gold for the same reason? If you're already stacking silver for small purchases, why would we also stack gold alongside it for small purchases? Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive bonus content. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account. Unfortunately, this gold coin is not intended to represent what I believe the best denomination is when it comes to stacking gold. You want to know why? Because I don't own any of what I think the best denomination is. This right here is a 1/4 ounce gold coin, a 1/4 ounce gold Philharmonic. What year? I'm not even seeing a year on it. We're 2008. This is a 1/4 ounce 2008 gold Philharmonic. Now, like I said, my stance on silver hasn't really changed much at all. Gold, I believe I have flip-flopped. I used to only stack, and still to this day, I currently only own fractional gold. My logic was, the higher premium that comes along with fractional gold, I consider to be somewhat of a security expense, because if something were to happen between coming home from the coin shop or waiting for my gold to arrive in the mail, it's a lot less heartbreaking to lose a 1/4 ounce of gold than it is to lose a full troy ounce of gold. And I believed, similar to what I just said about silver, if the spot price of gold significantly goes up, I believe it would be easier to part ways with a 1/10 of an ounce of gold or 10 individual 1/10 ounce gold coins than it would be to get rid of one 1 ounce gold coin. So I liked fractional gold better, and I can acquire it a little bit quicker. Even though the premium on fractional gold is more, I considered it to be worth it. And I no longer consider it to be like, I don't consider it to be not worth it. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with stacking fractional gold. Get what you can get, when you can get it. But it might make sense to just hold off on gold until you have enough currency to get something a little bit bigger. Now, you don't have to go for a full troy ounce. You can go for a 1/4 troy ounce like I've done. Breaks down the premium a little bit. Or you can save up for a 1/2 ounce gold coin, break down the premium even more. All you have to do is wait a little bit longer, maybe an extra couple of weeks or an extra couple of months, saving up for a larger piece. Maybe you were going to get a 1/4 ounce gold coin and it was going to take you 2 months to save up for it. All right, take it on the chin and wait 4 months instead of 2 for twice as much gold and save a little bit of currency in the process. Nothing wrong with that. Now, I don't have any 1/2 ounce gold coins, but what if you waited a little bit longer? You saved up a little bit more for a little bit more time and went for a 1 ounce gold coin. See, if I ever go back to focusing on gold, I think my next piece would probably be a 1 ounce gold coin. And if I was going to actually do that, it would be the gold buffalo. But here's the thing. Even though I do not currently, nor have I ever owned a 1 ounce gold coin, I've never even held one in my hand before. That right there is what I now consider to be the best denomination of gold, or even more. If you can, hey, God bless you if you have the currency to stack 5 ounce gold bars or 10 ounce gold bars. Good for you, man. I know that might have sounded sarcastic, but I'm being serious. Good, if you are able to do that, that is awesome. I wish and I hope that one day I'm able to do that. But when it comes to gold, Now, I believe the bigger the better. And that's because the way my logic used to be, I liked fractional gold coins. And you know, there was a time where a 10-ounce gold bar or a 10-ounce silver bar was pretty much the same currency price as a 1/10 of an ounce gold coin. And I liked that. I liked looking at, you know, a piece of silver that, you know, that has some weight to it, almost the size of a phone in one hand, and then having a little gold coin pretty much the size of a fingernail in the other, and being able to say, these are worth about the same. I thought that was pretty cool, and I liked having... It was just, that was just interesting to me, and that's what I liked and I appreciated about it. But when it really comes down to it, in a situation where you have to get rid of some of the metals, silver is best for smaller purchases. And if I'm using silver, and hopefully I'll never be in a situation where I have to use silver for a small purchase, but if any of us are ever in that position and we're stacking up silver so that later down the road, if we run into some hard times, we could, if we absolutely need to, use silver for small purchases. What's the point of stacking gold for the same reason? If you're already stacking silver for small purchases, why would we also stack gold alongside it for small purchases? Why not, like I said before, take it on the chin, wait a little bit longer, and pay more, even though it's breaking down the premium, so you're actually paying less, and go for a larger piece of gold. Not for a small purchase, but in a potential situation to make a larger purchase. See, if we're already stacking silver, which is arguably incredibly undervalued, for potential small purchases later down the road, why would we pay a higher premium for fractional gold coins that were all for the same reason we're stacking silver? If we're going to stack different metals, maybe it makes sense to stack the different metals for different reasons. Silver for small purchases, gold for large purchases. How about that? See, that's what I started thinking about maybe like a year ago. I had this... I don't know, I was brainstorming about it one day, and I just kind of came to that conclusion where, like, fractional gold made more sense back then for what I was stacking gold for, until I decided to stack gold for a different reason. So if I ever get back into it, I think what I would probably end up doing is getting back into it starting with 1 troy ounce gold coins. Now, obviously, if I wanted to stack gold aggressively, it would take me a longer period of time to acquire each piece of gold than it would be if I was stacking fractional gold coin, because fractional gold is a fraction of the price. But if you tack on a premium, so the spot price of gold is $1,933. Here's the proof if anybody needs that. July 1st. So if you wanted to get a 1 ounce gold coin today, with the premium attached to it, it would be a little bit more than 2,000 bucks. Not that bad. For something that's 1933 right now, putting, you know, less than 2,100 to get that 1 ounce gold coin. I think I saw them on eBay for like 2,040 bucks. So that's not that bad. If you break that into 10, that would mean each individual 10th ounce gold coin should be $204. But that's not the case. The premium that's attached to the 10th ounce gold coins, closer to $240, $250 right now. Or even if we lowball it and say $230. to get that little piece of gold for $230 isn't going to break the bank, but what happens if you stack up 10 of them over the course of however long it takes you to get 10? That means you would have paid over $2,300 for an ounce of gold broken up into 10 pieces, when you could have just saved up for a longer period of time and spent only a little over $2,000. So it was like $300, maybe even $400 or $500 more just to get an ounce of gold. Now, like I said, if its intended use would be for smaller purchases, so it would be more liquid, more practical, easier to work with, easier to get rid of, paying a higher premium and viewing it the way I used to view it, and I would still view it this way, as more of a security expense. And plus, not for nothing, you can get the premium back if you sell a fractional piece of gold, no problem. But either way, to get your hands on the gold, why pay more? Why not just allow a little bit more time to go by? If all you can afford to pick up is a tenth of an ounce of gold at a time, why not just, like I said, take it on the chin and allow 10 times more time to go by? I know you can make the argument that, oh, the spot price could go up in those 10 months as opposed to 1 month. You're still going to be paying a lot more. And if spot price does start to go up and you decide, hey, I don't want to wait anymore, it might keep on going up, then okay. Maybe you waited long enough to get a 1/4 ounce or a 1/2 ounce gold coin. Maybe you didn't make it all the way to an ounce of gold, but you have enough to get a larger piece than just the 10th ounce, and you're still saving money, currency. When it comes to gold, right now I would argue, and I feel kind of ridiculous making the argument because I don't own any 1 ounce gold coins, but I believe the 1 ounce gold coin is probably most ideal. If you want to do the sweet spot thing, like I was just saying about silver, maybe 1/2 ounce. I still don't even have any 1/2 ounce gold coins either, so once again, it's equally as ridiculous. But if and when I ever decide to get back into it in a much more aggressive way, man, I think I'm going to have to go for an ounce of gold. Make sure to subscribe for a bunch of videos. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive bonus content. Get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. Try out some G Fuel, $5 off your first order by clicking the link in the description. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your up to 12 free fractional shares by downloading Webull and funding your account.